Saturday breakfast is another Greek yogurt milk protein shake with a scoop of protein, the blueberries. I didn't include strawberries this time, but lots of protein, lots of carbs, and some good fats in there. I took my daughter to the park and she rode her bike as you saw, and now it's time for lunch. So today I am having the last meal prep of my chicken Alfredo. And then for dinner I'm gonna have hot dogs and chili. So there we are. That's my day one.
Once over. Let's now get into try to complete 15 to hold on to something like I'm doing here. And trying to generate force quickly with unstable joints.
Okay, so after my workout, I got 200 extra calories and I am famished. So I'm gonna have one more hot dog than I planned and maybe a little bit more chili. I'll log it and then you get to see the conclusion I came to. All right, so I ended up having 2 hot dogs, 1 slice of white, cheap, great value bread, 1/4 of a cup. Actually, I think I went with 1/4 and 1/8 of a cup of chili. So here are my macros and calories today. So I did good. I did also end up snacking on 7 pistachios. They were calling my name, but I made myself stop after the 7th one and I asked myself, am I doing this because I'm hungry? No. Okay, then I'm probably doing it because I'm bored. So I quit, I put it away, and we're done for the night. So I'm gonna watch a little bit of YouTube and then I'm going to bed. See you guys in the morning. Good morning, happy Sunday. I'm feeling a little sore from yesterday, so I'm gonna take it super easy today. Light stretches and good food. So good morning, let's do this. All right, I'm making breakfast. I'm gonna make that 1/4 avocado, 1/2 cup of cottage cheese, 1 egg, 1/3 cups of egg whites. I added lemon and pepper seasoning to my avocado. I'm gonna use it like a paste over my 2 ounces of sourdough toast, and it's gonna be delicious. I can't wait to show you. I'm so excited for this breakfast. All right, there's the finished product. There's the avocado with lemon and pepper seasoning. The only thing that I would change about this breakfast is that it does not have any veggies. I really need to get better about incorporating veggies with every meal. It's one of my goals, so I've got to start doing it. Today's meal prepping day. Come with me as we meal prep chicken Caesar salad kit. It's gonna take 5 seconds and it's gonna get us our protein, our veggies, and our carbs are already done. So let's do this, let's lunch prep together. All right, so for my lunch, I said that I wanted 5 ounces of chicken per serving. I'm doing 6 days of lunch this week. 6 times 5 is 30, so I need 30 ounces of chicken. I have pre-greased my pan with Nutri-Oily spray. It's 0 calories for 1 second of squirting. I think I did 2 seconds. Life is gonna go on. It's gonna be just fine. So I've already pre-oiled the pan. I'm weighing the chicken, making sure the scale doesn't turn off. I'm weighing the chicken on the pan that I'm cooking it on to save dishes. I had to preheat my chicken, otherwise it wouldn't be in this bowl. So here we go. It is still a little bit frozen, but we're just gonna wing it. All right, now I'm gonna let that cook, and then when it's cooked all the way through, my lunch is pretty much done. I'm gonna get my salad kit, I'm gonna throw it into a bowl, and then I'm gonna mix it all together and divide it evenly using weight amongst all of my containers. The same itty bitty small glass containers I used last week. Although I'm pretty impressed with them, they're like clown cars. I stuffed chicken and noodles and broccoli and sauce in there, and it held the whole thing all week long, so very impressed. Caesar salad is my absolute favorite. It's the most delicious dressing I've ever had of Caesar salad. So Walmart market side, please get it. It's so good, so good. It is high in fat, but again, so was my cottage cheese. Oh, I was gonna tell you that. So I will choose ingredients that are not missing fats, carbs, or any nutrients because I'm trying to heal right now. And my physical therapist said that I could go on a diet as long as I was getting in all the macros. So you will not see me cutting out fats, carbs, or definitely not protein, right? We need extra amounts of that. So full fat, full dressing. We're eating it. We're putting it into MyFitnessPal. We're just going on a calorie deficit because that's all you have to do to lose weight. Just 200 calorie deficit and you lose weight. It's like a miracle. Oh my gosh, that salad was so good, you didn't even get to see it. But I'm having my cup of strawberries that I prepped at the beginning of the week and my Granny Smith apple for my carbs. Good evening. I just got done in the bath. I was really sore, so my hip, my glute, my gluteus maximus was very much in pain. And I just decided I was going to take a hot bath, and it absolutely, every time without fail, helps. It just loosens those muscles that are sore, makes me feel so good. Of course, I went down the rabbit hole of let's play the find out what's wrong with me game. And it's because I have my appointment this Friday. So I'm super nervous and I'm just making up all kinds of things that it could be. So the doctor I saw a month ago said that it's probably a labral tear. I'm going to these orthopedic specialists who can perform surgery if I need it to confirm if I have it and how bad it is this Friday. I am so nervous because I've been watching this lady on YouTube who also had a hip impingement and a labral tear, and she had surgery, and it's been a year since her surgery and she's still struggling. Now she has tendonitis and it's so bad. It's transformed into something tendon related where it's not fixing itself. And she's talking about her symptoms, and now I'm self-diagnosing, and of course now I have tendonitis. So I just need to take a breath. I need to pray. I need to let it go. But yeah, right now I'm just sitting here doom scrolling, I think is what it's called, through YouTube, being like, yep, that's what it is. That's it. I'm never going to run again. So we're going to take a big step back and say the good things. I was able to walk all day today, 8,000 steps. I haven't been able to walk over 4,000 steps, 3,000 steps, seriously, in 3 months. So I am healing. I am getting better. I don't have to have surgery right this moment. Now, when they take a look at it, if they say, hey, yeah, it's healing, but you're probably going to need surgery, I will say, are you absolutely certain I have to have surgery? Is there any way that I could heal by myself if I, follow directions? And if they say, no, this is really something, I'll have surgery. But right now, as it stands, I'm doing really good. Physical therapy is helping. I did do that strength training yesterday, and I'm not going to lie, I was really sore today. So I took a break all day. I didn't even do my isometric stretches. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to do my isometric stretches. I'll do them again for lunch, and then I have physical therapy in the afternoon. So we'll see how it's feeling. But just sitting crisscross applesauce right now, I'm sore. And sore is not a bad thing. I mean, I don't feel crunching when I walk. It does still kind of popped more than it did Thursday and Friday before I did that strength training on Saturday. So I'm kind of wary about that. I might just dial it back to strength training 2 days a week. I'll meet with my physical therapist tomorrow and I'll let you know what we decide. But anyways, here are my macros and my nutrition facts for today, all the calories I had. I only had 2 meals. That's not ideal. I probably need to get in some more protein. Just looking at that, I know that it's not enough protein and my goal is 130 grams. So regardless of how I'm feeling full, I do have to have 130 grams of protein. So I'm probably going to get some Greek yogurt in. I'll video that. But in case I don't, good night. I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning. I am exhausted today. I'm gonna try to throw together my breakfast as fast as I can. It is 6:20 right now and I have to leave by 6:35. So we'll see what happens, but I'll let you know what I end up eating after a bit. Good morning. I just got out of school and now I'm heading to physical therapy. I did not show you my lunch today, but I had that pre-prepped chicken Caesar salad. It was delicious. I didn't have to warm it up. But yeah, I didn't eat it until I was already in the middle of teaching and I can't video that. So I am headed to physical therapy. I will show you all the things I do there as much as I possibly can. But it's a good day and I'm happy.
Okay, we'll start with that.
Okay, I am home for the night. I did not show you anything. I'm sorry. I didn't even show you my dinner. I didn't show you my lunch today. It was a crazy day. So I went to my sister-in-law's house. I had Boston grind meat, which is half beef, half pork, tacos. And so I had it on a bed of lettuce with a little bit of cheese. I did not bring my scale. I had salsa, so I ate as much as, like, I weighed it with my hand. I was like, feels like. So it's probably under, but I'd rather it be under than over because those are the goals I'm trying to reach. But here are my nutrients for today. You'll notice I did not hit my protein goal, but I'm not hungry and I'm not going to force myself to. I'm still making gains. Everything's going really well with physical therapy. I got my ab workout in at physical therapy. I'm going to do my arm workout, and then I am going to bed early because my little one is spending the night at my sister-in-law's house. So we're going to do that, and then me and my crazy hair are going to bed.
3, 4, 4, 5, and down. So that's 2, 3.
Good morning. Welcome to Tuesday. I got some really good sleep last night. My little one spent the night at my sister-in-law's house, and I went straight to bed. I almost started scrolling, and I stopped myself. I said, no doom scrolling. We're going straight to bed. And so I sat there with my eyes closed, and I was like, I'm never falling asleep. And then 5 seconds later, I was out. So if you're trying to get sleep, note to the wise, do not scroll 30 minutes before bedtime. It will wake you up. So I got some really good sleep last night. Woke up this morning feeling refreshed, ready for the day. Physical therapy did wonders, as it always does. That was my leg training, and I used abs, a part of that, just to knock it out. I did get my arms done last night. I didn't want to. I absolutely did not want to. And I said, you in the future will have been upset if you did not do this. And I said, yes, she will. So I did my arms. It was only 7 minutes, from beginning to end. I am getting better at it. So I love seeing the progression that I can keep my arms up now for way longer. During that arm exercise, once I can complete the whole video and I have no pain in my arms, I'll progress to 10 minutes. This is my plan, so that way I'm starting at square one with my arms and I'm not overloading myself. And also, so I'm not overloading my abs. Sometimes when you do weights, you incorporate your abs. And so that is also connected to my iliopsoas, my hip flexor, whatever you want to call it. So if I irritate that, I'll go back down the rabbit hole. So I'm trying to do arm exercises without irritating my abs in the wrong places. So a little bit of nuggets before we get started today. I don't log everything. And I think it's important that I tell you that because I want you to see the progress. I want you to see that I'm going to lose 1 pound a week. It's very important. But this week I did 2 things that I didn't log. So I made banana bread with chocolate chips with my little girl because she loves banana bread and chocolate. And I took a lick off the spatula spoon, probably twice, probably 4 times. I don't know. And it was delicious. And I didn't log it. And the reason why is because that's normal. That's life. You're going to make banana bread with your little ones or, by yourself in your apartment if you're young. And it's okay to lick the spatula. Please lick the spatula and don't log it. And don't kick yourself if the weight goes up the next day. Don't sit there and think, oh, it's because I licked banana bread off the spatula. No, that is not how weight loss works. You're going to have those moments. It was what you did before that got you to that situation. Eating probably way too many sweets. I mean, everybody's different. I say that from personal experience. I definitely gain weight when I stop caring. And I stop caring and all I do is eat junk food instead of the good food. So 1 lick from a spatula is not spiraling down the rabbit hole of 20 Twinkies, just so you know. And then so last night I was at my sister-in-law's house to drop off my little one. And my niece came up to me and she said, Angela, I made this wonderful dessert. Please try some. Please don't say no to your little nieces, nephews, your little children, whomever. Okay, if their face lights up and they're so excited for you to try it. Get your own spoon. Okay, so she tried to get me a bite because I was like, yeah, I'll have a bite. And her bite was like this big, which is normal for the record. That's a normal bite for normal people. And I said, no. Mm-mm. So I grabbed my own little fork and I took my own little dip and she's like, that's a bite. And I said, it's a bite for me.
And I tried it and I looked at her and I said, "Oh, sister, this is amazing. You did such a good job." And she lit up. So it's not about logging every lick, logging every little bite. It will matter if you have 2,000 little bites, okay? But if it's here and there to have a moment with your kid or to appreciate your partner's amazing food that they made, it's not going to budge that scale. It's not going to. It's not going to be the little straw that broke the camel's back unless it legitimately is the straw. If you've been cheating the whole week, then yeah, a lick from the spoon might make a difference. But it's not going to make a difference if what you're doing, if the majority of what you're doing is the right choices, the right path. So just food for thought. I am still losing a pound a week, and I binge ate on Halloween. So if I can lose a pound a week and I was definitely off track, I had pizza last week. I mean, it's not impossible. It's just about making the right choices 80% of the time. I believe they call that 80-20. So food for thought. I'm going to do my journaling and my prayers. I'm going to read my Bible, and I'll show you my breakfast for the day, and then I'm out of here. So I might see you again at lunch after that. So let's do this, fam. One more day of calorie deficit.
Would you join me right now?
Okay, guys, I just got home. I know you're not gonna believe this, but it's been a crazy day again. So I did not video my lunch today, but I had Caesar salad with 5 ounces of chicken, a cup of strawberries, 1 Granny Smith apple. So the lunch I prepped for the week, and now I'm making dinner. I am browning up a pound of hamburger, and then I'm going to make 2 cups of white rice. And we're gonna have that with mixed veggies. I'll measure it out and let you know the sizes and portions, and of course, my macros at the end of the day. The ground beef is 70-30, 70% lean, so it does have quite a bit of fat in it. I'm not worried because it's about calories in, calories out, and remember, I have to get all of the nutrients in. Sauteed veggies. I did it in a little bit of the grease, but not too much, and then they were frozen, so the water kind of helped them to saute it. Delicious. The rice is still cooking. Good morning. I clearly woke up late today. So you're getting a video in the car this morning, but I promise I'm driving very carefully. That's why I'm barely looking at you. I'm gonna post my macros and calories from yesterday here. So I missed my protein goal by just a little bit, but I did an overall really good job. I did go over in calories, but I was really hungry. This morning I woke up and I'm sore, so I'm gonna rest all day today. I'm not even gonna do my isometric stretches because it's more of strength training and I just don't wanna push it. I might do a little bit of stretching here and there, but every time I try to stretch, it makes it a little bit worse. So I'm just gonna leave it be. I'm gonna try not to walk too much today and just really give my body rest. I forgot breakfast, so I have my coffee with collagen, what I probably will do is I will eat my Bearbell that I have in my lunchbox and just plan to have a protein shake when I get back. I'm wondering if that's why I'm so sore, because I haven't been drinking the protein shakes every day like I was. So I'll try to incorporate that in my breakfast again and go from there. But yes, good morning. I'm so happy to be here with you today. Good morning, everyone. I'm having a really rough day today. My hip's been in a lot of pain for the last couple of days. And I know it's because I was messing around with my daughter on Saturday and she rammed me really hard from behind. And it's been hurting ever since. So I'm just back down the rabbit hole. And so I'm feeling depressed and frustrated and sad. So I did not video last night my dinner, but here are my macros from yesterday. So I made a promise to myself that even though I was upset, I was going to stick to my diet, because this is going to heal. Everything I've read online says that it just takes a really long time. And so when you damage it like that, it just means you have to start back over. So I'm just frustrated. I'm trying not to be, but I'm a human being who just wants to live life normally again. So I'm just frustrated. My appointment is tomorrow. So I'm ready to hear how bad the tear is, if I'm going to need surgery, and what recovery is going to look like if I don't need surgery or if I do need surgery. So I will keep you guys posted. Today I'm supposed to have physical therapy, but like I said, I'm in pain. I'm still going to go, and I'm going to say,
where I'm at, what happened, and the pain I've been feeling. And I'm not excited to hear we are going to have to take it a couple steps back then and start back from this point. But I remind myself that pushing myself through the pain does no good for my body, and it just makes me climb further back down the rabbit hole. So I'm going to continue to do nothing until I talk to him and hold my breath to figure out what the heck's going on tomorrow. So I'm sorry I didn't video last night, but I'm overwhelmed. I'm frustrated. I'm still walking. There's a positive outlook. I am still walking. And even though I'm in pain, my hip flexor is irritated, but it's not torn. So I just need to be smart, make smart movements, and remember not to turn, stretch in my sleep, and go back to that point. I'm not excited about it, but whatever stops the downward spiral and helps me back in the right direction is what I need to focus on right now, not what I've lost. So if you think about me today, pray for me, because even though you'll see this later than today, prayers are always good retrospectively or in the moment. So thank you guys. My breakfast is going to be a protein shake. I'm wondering if that's going to help me stop that spiral and start me in the right direction. I'm not hungry because I'm sad, and that's my natural response to being sad. So here we go. Sorry, I know this is long, but I had to get you caught up. Let's get going with the day. Let's try to meet the protein goal, the calorie goal, and just focus on that for now. Okay, I had my Caesar salad for lunch today. I had that protein shake. It was a Lazy Girls protein shake. I had a scoop of protein in it and 150 grams of fat-free Greek yogurt and 1 cup of Fairlife 2% milk. So it was a quick breakfast. It was a way to get my protein in. The only thing I'd change is I wish it had more fat in it. I am headed to physical therapy right now. I have my Caesar salad for lunch, my green apple, my Granny Smith apple, and then probably a cup and a half of strawberries today. And I'm not excited. My groin is in pain, and that labral area, I don't even know how to say it. It's right where you would imagine your hip joint connects to the pelvis. I don't know. Anyways, it's in a lot of pain. And so I'm not excited to talk to him, but I will record me telling him the new pain and asking him what he thinks, and we'll go from there. So big hopes, trying to be positive.
What's up?
In pain or something.
So I am experiencing very sharp pain here.
Okay.
And it feels like it's torn here. I will continue to do it if you think it's okay. I just wanted to let you know before I did.
No.
I have lower back pain too, which I don't know if that's related or if that's just...
When did it start?
It was really bad yesterday, but it's been bad since Saturday whenever my daughter ran me from behind. Like, it started then, and it was just minor pain, but then I really popped on Monday. I was really popping with every turn, with every step, and then I noticed that it felt like my hip flexor, like if I turned, it was like a stabbing kind of like pain, and then yesterday it was just like a burning pain here. So I don't know.
But did anything we did Monday bother
I
you?
don't think so. But it wasn't until the next day that I just, in walking too much, it felt like it was just like on fire. Even with ibuprofen, I thought, well, maybe if I take ibuprofen, maybe it's the swelling. So I took the 800 ibuprofen, and even with that, it was just this like burning, sharp pain.
Okay. You know, progress is never straight,
Linear,
linear.
no.
Yeah, we're gonna have your up and downs. So we were doing very good. We were getting up. So we got dipped down just a little bit today, but I mean, you know, we can still climb. So don't get super mad at yourself. I would go back just your basic. I mean, if you can hold it for like the 30 seconds, fantastic. You can still try some of the stuff that we've done that feels okay. So like the side steps feel good, do the side steps. Squats feel good, do the squats. Just like your normal RDLs. I would try without weight for now.
Yes.
And then if that starts to feel okay, we'll ramp back up the weight. But I'd say let's keep going. I think you're already scheduled
Okay, so I was supposed to do a video last night, but I was depressed. So I did not eat healthy. I ate probably 8 packages of Halloween candy, and I had a grilled cheese for dinner, so that was good. And I used sourdough bread, which has a significant amount of protein, apparently. And then I had some tomato soup, but yeah, I was feeling sad for my injury, and so I definitely ate a little bit of candy until I was full. I didn't binge eat, I wasn't sick, but I just needed a moment. I needed to feel good, and so I did. Went to my appointment today, and he says, yes, it's a labral tear, but apparently it's caused by my hip bone, which has a ridge on it, and it's been rubbing against that labrum for many years, is what he said. It just finally tore it. So he is suggesting surgery, but it's 1 week of rest after surgery. Minimal evasion is what he said. Laparoscopic is what he said. They're just going to make a small incision, go in, they're going to shave my bone and fix the labrum. It doesn't have to be done immediately. He said the damage has already been done. There's no reason to rush. So I've got 2 more weeks of physical therapy. I can still do my caloric deficit and do my weight training, but I'm gonna have to have surgery, I'm pretty sure. So there's that. I'm happy I have an answer, so I treated myself this morning. And I am having a protein shake. It is a birthday cake shake. Look at this, guys. So delicious. And it's from Shaping It Up in Wichita. So if you're around that area, you should definitely try it. It's amazing. It's a great place. So feeling better. Yeah, surgery is not what I wanted, but I wanted an answer because I had no idea what was officially wrong. And after the x-ray, he saw the ridge. And based on my symptoms, he says that it's a labral tear. We are going to do an MRI with dye, so it's not going to be a lot of fun, but I'll take you along for that as well. Hello and happy Saturday. So I have some confessions to make about yesterday, but I figured I would do them here in the beautiful fall trees. Look at these fall trees. Would you just look at them? But I always have to be honest. So remember we talked about how weight loss is not linear, and sometimes life just happens. And the more often that you embrace life happening and you don't try to just hold on to with your claws a calorie deficit every single second of every single day, then the more likely you will be to see sustaining weight loss. So after my appointment, I got a protein shake and I had half a can of hash for lunch, and I was determined to have very little calories yesterday, which is a terrible toxic mindset. I got to the end of the day and guess what happened? I was starving. So my body signaled that it was starving, and I ate. I ate candy and chocolate and cake, 3 spring rolls, chicken and noodles that my husband made with beautiful honey and soy sauce. It was delicious and amazing. And I don't feel bad about it. I don't feel bad about it because I know that it's just a couple of days in a blip of making good choices. So my plan now is to start fresh and just keep making more good choices more often than I make ones that are probably not the best. So we start fresh today, and I don't feel bad about it. I did weigh myself today. It was 153 pounds, but let's talk about it. I know that it's not actually 153 pounds. My body got food and I've been in a deficit, so what is it doing? It's holding on to all of it. Oh my gosh, she was starving us. She's finally given us food. We have to hang on to this. And so what's gonna happen is I'm gonna make good choices for a couple of days, and I will weigh myself here in 2 days to see where I'm at. Before I had yesterday, I went to the doctor on Thursday where they told me I had a hip impingement, and they weighed me in with shoes and clothes, fully dressed at 151. So I know it's not 153. You can't gain 2 pounds in 24 hours. It's not, I mean, it is possible, I suppose, but the chances of that, not very big. So I'm not gonna panic about it. I promised to weigh in officially with my Hume Health Scale. I thought about doing it tomorrow on Sunday, but I really wanna give myself 2 days for my body to get back to normalcy. So I'll probably do that on Monday instead, but I will attach it to this video so you can see where I'm truly at. But yes, I'm very happy. I am sitting here with fall leaves falling on me. I got to take my little one for a bike ride to the park, and I haven't been able to do that in 6 months at least. So I'm happy. It is a little bit painful, but at least now I know that there's nothing I can do to make it worse, which is what the doctor told me. So he gave me some anti-inflammatory medication. So I am going to ride my bike with my baby. We're going to go to the park. I'm going to strength train. I'm not going to do anything that will hurt or irritate it. I won't be doing squats, but I will just be continuing life as normal because now I know that it's not these little things that I had attached to injuring myself. I didn't get re-injured because I was in a caloric deficit. I didn't get re-injured because I twisted too fast at the wrong time. It was the fact that my hip bone had a little spur on it, and it was cutting into my labrum over time, and then eventually that's how it tore. So that makes me feel good. It makes me feel better knowing that I didn't do this to myself. It was just something that was bound to happen anyway, and it's something that's going to happen again until I fix it. So enjoying the day, beautiful weather, happy, not sad that I ate food last night, and that's a win. Morning for breakfast, I did have my coffee with my collagen and my creamer, and I mixed in a scoop of chocolate protein powder. And for lunch today, we'll be having 1 potato, possibly salmon, and lots of vegetables. Well, here we are again, except instead of Saturday, it's Sunday. I know I said I was going to do this on Monday, but Monday is such a very busy day, so I just went ahead and weighed myself today, and I'm not disappointed. It was down to 151. So remember yesterday, I said that it was 153, and I knew it wasn't accurate. So I said I was going to give my body 2 days. It still needs another day, but 151 is really good. That was my goal. So that's where we'll start the week. And then whatever happens with the rest of the whoosh effect, I'll just be a happy girl this coming Saturday. All right, so I'm going to review very quickly the week, what I ate, what I did. But first, I'm going to give you my calories and macros for yesterday. Here. I just logged them. For lunch and dinner, I had the same thing. I did mixed vegetables, 1.5 cups, and I had chicken breast. I had 6 ounces of chicken breast for lunch and then 6 ounces of chicken breast for dinner. And then I had 1 potato with no butter or anything for lunch and 1 potato for dinner. I did go ahead and season it because without it, it would be bland. So I put garlic salt on the chicken, and then on the vegetables and the rest of the dinner. For lunch, I put hot sauce, and then for dinner, I put 2 tablespoons of hummus to get some fat in there. So I thought it was delicious. And then I got snacky at the end of the night, so I had grapes and I had carrots. So that's what you saw. Okay, so here's my Hume Health score for today. You will see that I have lost 1 pound. I'm down to 151. When I weighed myself originally, it was 151.2, and then I had a little bit of coffee and some other things. I probably should have done it right away, but that's life. So a 0.2 to 0.6 is not a big deal. It doesn't matter. I'm 151. So 151.6. You'll notice that my body fat percentage went from 41.3% to 40.8%. So that is a big enough decrease to make me happy. While simultaneously, my muscle mass went from 48.8 to 50.3 pounds. So I'm a happy girl. I'm gaining muscle and I'm losing body fat percent, which is what I want. So that was good. The review for this week, I did really good tracking. I did really good with my calories up until Friday and Thursday. Thursday, I was nervous and in pain and upset, so I ate and I still tracked. But then Friday, even though I got the news on what's wrong with my hip, I still, what I would consider binge eating. I also tried to starve myself the morning and the lunch. I call it starving. I call it what it is. It really isn't starving myself per se, but for me, I was using food as a means to counterbalance what I had done the night before, and that is not okay. Regardless of what you had the day before, you should never do that. Don't withhold food from yourself to balance out the calories. And in doing that, I suffered the consequences, which I knew what they would be. That evening, I was really hungry, and I ate everything in sight, and I didn't track it. So that was the bad part to last week. the good part to last week is that I did strength train the 3 times a week, like I said I was going to. I was told not to do it on Saturday, but after hearing about my labral tear, I was like, oh, well, it doesn't matter. And so I went for a bike ride with my daughter for 50 minutes, not consecutively. 20 minutes to the park, she played, and then 20 minutes back. And then I did strength training for my leg and my rear end. So that was nice. It felt good. And my arms and my abs. So no extreme pain today. So the doctor did prescribe me naproxen, which has been helping with the pain because the pain is caused by, that's right, swelling. And that's what naproxen helps with. It is a stronger dose of Advil, which helps with swelling. It's like ibuprofen, but he said ibuprofen has a very short half-life, which means that halfway through the medication, you don't get its strong effects anymore. And I could tell with naproxen that my pain stayed away all day, which was nice. And that was after bike riding for 50 minutes and doing the strength training. So all good things. So I will be taking that with pain as needed because, again, he told me I couldn't do anything worse to injure myself. So I'm going to be strength training consecutively this week, 3 times a week again. Today is Sunday, so I will be doing some light stretching today, but nothing that will hurt it. I don't want to aggravate it to make the pain worse. So that is my goal, though. I'm going to start picking up weights and living life until I have to have surgery, and I'm going to continue to follow my diet. There are some changes with my diet this week. So I did notice with my protein that I was struggling to get 130 grams, and after discussing it with ChatGPT, she said that I only need 110 to 130. So I'm going to go smack dab in the middle at 120 because I haven't had any issues getting at least 120 grams. So I'm going to do that. If I notice any difference, I'll bump it back up to 130. With my veggies, I'm going to have 1.5 cups for lunch and dinner this week. For my sides that are my carb fuel, I'm only going to have either potatoes or rice or oats. That's my plan. So breakfast is oats. Lunch and dinner will either be a serving of potato or a serving of rice. And I'm going to kick my calories down to 1,600 this week, just this week, to see how it makes me feel. If I feel lethargic or not very good, then I'm going to kick them back up. But I do want to see if I can lose 1.5 pounds as opposed to 2 pounds without losing muscle. That is the key. Still losing that body fat percentage, but still gaining muscle back. ChatGPT also helped me to come up with a workout plan for strength training with a hip labral tear. So I'm excited to give that a try with, of course, concessions. I'm going to do it slowly to make sure that it's okay, because even though it said it works for labral tears, it is still AI and I know my body better, but it'll be interesting to see how it works out. So that's my review for the week, and those are my plans for next week. So I'm pretty happy with where I'm at. Can't wait to hear all about how your week went and what you noticed about your body. Please comment down below to let me know if you lost 1 pound, how you're feeling, and all of those good things. So, if you don't have a Hume Health scale, don't worry, you don't have to have one. Just use your body measurements with tape, measure around your bicep, your thigh, your hips, your waist, and then record it every single week. It's a good way to see if you are gaining muscle, but losing fat. Anyways, see you guys next week.